Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new or you didn't subscribe my channel, please subscribe my channel, share and likes. And today we are going to create a quiz application. About the quiz, quiz is a short test or game designed to check knowledge on particular subject. They are commonly used in education, training and competition to make learning interactive and fun. So here we are going to learn create a RESTful API with using Java and Spring Boot, how to establish a database connection between IntelliJ and MySQL. And we are going to create in question survey this kind of APIs, create questions, get question by category, get all question, delete question by ID. And quiz service, these are the APIs we are going to create. Create quiz, get all question by quiz ID, quiz and quiz submit. And in our question class, this kind of entities we have question ID, category, question title, option 1, option 2, option 3, option 4, and the right answer. And the quiz class, we have quiz ID, title, and list of questions. We have to first jump into Google Chrome and first set up our application. And here we move to our, I just search on the Spring initialization. And there is URL, first URL you have to open. And then first of all, you have to establish the project. First, we have to project select as a Maven and language we have to select as in Java and Spring Boot 3.5.5 as a stable version and keep as it is as of now. And group we are going to give quiz application and artifact and we need to add some dependency. First is web and data API and for MySQL database, MySQL driver. So these are the dependency we added. And finally, we have to generate this. Click on the generate button and project will generate and automatically it will download it. And we have to move to our download folder and just unzip it just by clicking right click and extract all and extract. And just move to our ID and we have to just open this project. It is downloaded and choose that quiz application. This one just click on the SRC folder, main folder, Java, and it will automatically configure. Maven will take me some time. Okay, finally it is done. Yes. And then we have to click on the resources folder and application.properties. And here first we'll set up a database connection. And here we require the database URL, username and password. So we are given a Spring data source dot URL JDBC column MySQL column / localhost colon 3308. And first we have to create our database in the MySQL database. And here we are going to create create database, and the database name will be a quiz application. I just run the command why it is created and just cross check. Quiz application database is created, and here we are going to give string dot data source dot username root, and password is needed string dot data source dot password, and string dot gq dot hibernate dot bdl auto equal to update. So this is basically what we'll do it gpa.hibernate.ddl auto. Whatever the class we have in our application, it will automatically create the database in MySQL database. So finally the configuration is done, and then we have to move to our main Java folder, and here we need some packages, controller, we need service package, model package, and repository package. So this one is complete. First we have to create question class. In the question class, we have entity, question ID, category, question title. We have private integer, question ID, string, category, and question ID, question title. And then we have option 1, option 2, option 3, option 4, and items. So we have to add this private string option 1, private string option 2, option 3, private string option 4, and last one we are going to add private string right answer. We need to create getter and setter as well. Getters and setter. And just click on right, and there is a unit. We have to click on unit and select getter and setter, and we'll just select all. In one shot you can create all the getter and setter. And question ID is a primary key, then we have to annotate it as get ID, and it should be auto generated value strategy equal to generation type identity. And the question is where we have to create the table. We as the entity annotation, and here we are going to create a question repository. Extend JP repository, and here we are going to add question class, and the primary key of question class is question ID is the integer. We are going to use integer. Oh, shit. This should be some step. Then we have to create once again question repository. It should be interface and external JPA repository. We need to add a question class here, and add the primary key of question class. It is an integer and annotate with repository. And here we are going to create a question service. And annotate with this advanced service. And finally, we are going to create question controller. And create with REST controller and request mapping. And here we are going to give the general URL for this is question. Yeah, it is good to go. And here we need the dependency of question service. We have to add this in the top of wire private question service. Question service. And here in that we need to add question repository dependency. And the same way we can inject here also private question repository, and we need object mappers. Object mapper, and we are going to create our first API, post mapping. And give the URL create question. Create question. And the JSON request body, and just return question service. Control will call to question service. Create question. just follow JSON mode. We'll create this method in question service. Just look here and it will create it here. And just object node response object mapper. And first we are going to create a, here we are getting a list of objects. In the previous other tutorials, we inserting only a single object, but here we have to inserting a list of objects. So first we check if JSON node dot is array. If it is not array, then we throw the we return the response here and in an error response dot set status here and the response dot put message. So which response could be to array format. Previously, what we did basically in this format we are getting the request. In the request only single object is there. But here we are getting as a list of object. One object. There might be single object or multiple object. So like this we want in request. If it is in this format, then it will not return error, otherwise it will return. And then we have our user node, shell node, and user node. And here we are going to create a question in question. And we are going to set all the entity. So we have set question ID, question node dot as question title. Then we are going to add dot get question title. With category and a copy one category and then question dot set option one, second option one no, as text or null. And we are setting question option free, option free, and option push. And here we are setting option 3 and option 3 and option 4. And only one is left. Says right answer. Right answer. Right answer. The final all the entities we have in our question class is set here. And finally we are going to save question. Then firstly dot save this question. And finally we are going to return response. Response dot status is success. And response dot put matches data says successfully. And return the response. Finally, and we are going to restart our this application. So I have created quick question data. I just copy this and insert all the data. So these are the data I already created. I have this data. I will show the example list. Tomcat server, Tomcat started on port 8080 and just moved to Postman. And here we are going to create our first method, post mapping the localhost question create. Previously, we created a single object. We are in a return sending only a single object, just like this. And if I just sending this, we are getting an error. Data is sent. Mhm. Question controller. Just forward. We have to return the response and return the response and the database it is just created and okay. We have to once again restart our server. Previously, I didn't return the response. We just miss this return response. That's why it is all in this function. Yeah, or Tomcat is started on 800. Just the checking once again. Yeah, we are getting a error message, which is a request to be an array format. So here we are going to start all data. In one go, I will add all 40 data. So that's why I created array of object. And if I just hitting data set successfully, all 40 data will be inserted here. Yes, all data inserted in one image. So that's why I created a array of object instead of a single object. So that's the finally it is working, and then we are going to create other create is working fine. We are going to create a get method. We are fetching all data slash get all public JSON node get all question return question service dot go all question. Just create this method and get node response and get method watch and here we are going to create a list questions question list question dot find all it's again pocket if question list dot is empty then we have to return the response error status is error. And start put message no question found and return the response and create a array node object method dot create array node and just run the for loop question list and object node question node what we are going to add all the entity of question class question ID we have and then we are looking at question dot get question ID and category get category, then question category, then question title dot get question title, option 1, option 2, get option 1, option 2, get option 2, option 3, get option 3, and one more, option 4, get option 4, and one more is left, right answer, get right answer. Dot get question mode. And here we are going to return the response, and the response dot yes, 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 yes. The message will be data failed successfully, and here we are going to set response dot set question and you know, and finally we are going to return the response, return response. So I think this is okay. Just restart our server, and endpoint is question slash get all dot get all. Tomcat started on port 8080. Just click on the send button and yes, all data. We fetched all the data. All the data we have in entire database. We are going to create other page as well. Get mapping, and we are fetch by category. In category we have some data related to the Java, some data related to the Python. This is in our database. There is a category. Category is belonging to Java and some belonging to Python. And we can add so much data in different categories. Um, and now get question, get all question by category. Just passing the category string, category, And here this is the path variable. We return question not just pass the category and create all just give this method. And here we are going to fetch the data list of question list and some categories. Find all by category. This method is not available in JPA by default. We have to create this and just pass the category and just create this method in the first two and it is created. And we check if question list dot is empty and then is in the response we just return the status as error and response output message. In message we're going to return no question is available for this category. And here finally we return the response. Return response. And we're going to create an array node. Array node. I just run the for loop. We just copy this because we have the same I'm going to return. Just copy again typing same thing and here we are going to return the response. You just copy this as well, otherwise video will be going to be longer. Finally this is also looking good and just restart our server and just pasting this API as well. And here we pass question category we are giving Java and the Tomcat is started on port 800 and just run this. Just click OK. We choose the data, all data elements. Okay. Okay. So previously we faced all the data whether we didn't filter the data based on a category, but here we filter the data based on the category. Here we given category Java. So all the data which fall into Java category we trace. And if we given the Python, all the data which fall into category of Python we trace. And if you are giving any other data, JavaScript, no question is available for this category. In our database, we have only two categories, Java and the other is the Python. We don't have the Java script related in question title. So that's why we are getting as a error message. We don't have any question. This API is working fine. And there is a one more API is pending for delete one. And here we are going to create a delete method. And here we are going to pass question ID and create public JSON node delete question by ID. Question by question ID. And that's part of the question ID. Dot, that's part of the person ID. And here path variables. Create this method and now create object now. First we'll check, we'll first validate the question ID is valid or not using optional class selection. Question repository dot file by ID. So just passing the ID, question ID, and if not is present, then we are going to delete this question equal to optional dot get and then question dot delete questions. What status will be success data deleted successfully. And in case of it is invalid, then in the else case, it's not false. And finally, we are going to return the response and restart our server. I'm creating one data just for the delete purpose. The 49 personality I need to delete. Tomcat server Okay, counter server started, and here we have delete mapping. I just passing the question. Last person ID is 59. I just think the data deleted successfully. 59 is still there. I'm just refreshing it. The data is gone. It means data is deleted successfully. Finally, all four APIs we created. Yeah, all four API of question service we created. And the next video we are going to create a quiz services. Okay, so stay tuned for the next video. Thank you, and please subscribe my channel, like and share. Okay, thank you so much.